There was a time when stories mattered. Before the algorithm, before everybody became content, there was roots and culture. Today, we're gonna get back to that. Welcome to the Roots and Culture remix. I moved here in 1998 and just looking for something to do. Time went on, early 2000s, I was actually out for a walk and saw a flyer. It said open mic, which is kind of that way too. I looked at it and I went the night off, fell in love with open mic culture, with spoken word, which is something that happens in the Bahamas a lot now. At the time, there wasn't anything. There were actually two. There was one with Uncle Sarah at the Crystal Palace. He and Obadiah Michael Smith would do that show ever so often, but after a time, those shows stopped. There was nothing else happening. Somebody asked me to do an open mic somewhere at the Hilton in that vicinity, and I started there. It grew and it grew. We went to the meeting place at Crystal Palace on Cable Beach, and then one of the attendees asked me to do a show at the Hub on downtown, because that's the root of the thing. That's where this all started from. And I went. It went great, and it was such a microcosm of culture. At the time, there was no other open mic spots on the island, so every Wednesday night, this place would be jam-packed with everybody, you know, from every strata of society. I wanted people to come and be their most, I don't want to say raw, but it was kind of raw, their truest form, an expression, and we all learned from each other. It was such a great vibe. Even the walls would express themselves. We had artists, and every week there was an exhibition happening, and so it grew from there. And then I realized that a lot of Bahamians didn't know about this place and the talent that was coming through every week. There was so many good talent coming through it. Talking about people like Judah, the Lion, Willis and the Illis, all these people that you know used to come through. Chase, Fernanda, your Bodines and everybody, as well as the poets, because you know, this is a spoken word forum. It just turned into something else. And so from that, I had the idea to start the show Roots and Culture, because they were not representing the Bahamian artists on TV, in the newspapers, nothing like that. At the time, I was a journalist of the Nassau Guardian, so I had the opportunity to be one of the first people to interview an artist who wasn't singing Jonkanu music at the time. Shouts out to Apollo Creed, because I believe that he's the first Bahamian that I put in a newspaper who wasn't singing like Rake and Scrape. Shouts out to Rake and Scrape. It's all a part of the culture. We love that still. But in those days, everybody was trying to sing reggae or R&B or rap, and so there was no real place to kind of center everything. So again, the open mic, and I thought to myself, these are such great talents. You know, singers will come through, people like MDs and those, and I just decided one day I wanted to do this, and I just did it. I just started. I knew nothing about TV, about producing anything. Didn't know how expensive it was gonna be. It cost me a lot, time, money, but I had the passion for it, and I really wanted to put people on. And that's how Roots and Culture was born. And if you didn't know, now you know. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
King Alibaba, oh Lord, yeah. Boundaries for the line. Get a youth posing with Tech 9. Need some peace of mind, yeah. There must be more than this out there. Must be more than this. Somewhere can take this life. I'm living life. I'm living life. I'm living, yeah. There must be more than this out there. Must be more than this. Somewhere can take this life. I'm living life. I'm living life. I'm living, yeah. I'm living in a place where there is no equality. And why we sin? I truly bigger excavator road with be a vanity. So me a pack up me things. Plus Jerome and Tory, me not leave them behind me. Me no want me youth grow up in a Babylon system like them mommy and them daddy. So there must be more than this out there. Must be more than this. Somewhere can take this life. I'm living life. I'm living life. I'm living, yeah. There must be more than this out there. Must be more than this. Somewhere can take this life. I'm living life. I'm living life. I'm living, yeah. Hey.
So welcome back. Every Wednesday, this used to be a scene of parked cars, and then we would walk to this building, the Hub on Bay Street. This was such a vibe, and I wish we could go in right now. It's closed. This is where it all started. This is the beginning, the roots, the culture. I can't tell you how many times I was just amazed. I was blown away by talent here in little bitty Nassau. The singers, the spoken word poet, a lot of them came out of this. And you know, I want to shout out Christopher Adderley, who helped me with this vision, because halfway in, I met Chris. Chris was very young at that time, but we used to be crushing it in here every Wednesday night. There was nothing else happening. We were the vibe. Shouts out to Chris and shouts out to everybody who helped out with arts and culture over the years. People like Tisha Mara, Anika Stewart, Herbert Glinton, a few others. Right now, we are going to explore more of the culture of Bahamas, because we've had a few joints that have come on board in terms of really showing out where culture is concerned. They've given venues and spaces for the artists to blossom, and one such is Bon Vivant. Bon Vivant is managed by one of the managers who actually used to frequent here and used to be a singer who sang here in those times, and it's really, really good for me to kind of be getting back to the roots and the culture of the thing. In this show, we're going to also have a few people who managed to help us out during the years, like my brethren from Jamaica. Big up Alec, big ups my friends from Trinidad, from Belize, and a big fan of the show, who is actually the reason why we're back today. So stick and stay, we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Chase, and you're watching the Roots and Culture Remix. So I'm Chase Fernander, singer, songwriter, rapper, all around musician. Been doing music for quite a while, a couple good years now. I've taken a break over the past, I want to say 5-6 years, and I'm just now kind of re-emerging back on my own terms. Well, over the last couple of months, I've been working on creating a new band by the name of No Chaser that debuts here at Bon Vivant's tonight. This is our first gig, and hopefully after this, there will be a lot more for you guys to look forward to. And we go by the name of No Chaser.
Alright, so we're here at Bon Vivant's, and it's kind of an emotional moment for me because I think about roots and culture. People always ask me, why did you stop the show? My mother died, and losing mothers is like it's almost like a cord is cut again. You lose yourself some sort of way. So I kind of lost the interest for years until I'm a shopaholic, and I was traversing the streets of Nassau looking for this place called P&Roy that I heard has really good stuff. And as I walked into the store, I had this amazing moment with this lady who was like, I know you. She turned out to be a big fan of the show, and I could not do a remix episode, a first episode, without inviting her on. This is Nikita Cash. Thank you so much for coming through. How are you doing?
I am super spectacular being with my idol, Nadine Brown.
Well, you look good.
Thank you.
You look good. You inspired me so much to come again and revamp the show, bring it to a fresher audience. And I just want to know what it has meant to you over the years. Roots and culture, that is.
Youth and culture as I remembered it vividly, vibrantly. I was a teenager around that time watching it on TV, just reaching and wanting school over just to run on to see my idol, Nadine Brown. Lily, she don't know this. I never told her this, but I actually started my own show because of her, because I watched it.
Wow.
And she inspired me so much.
What are some of the moments from the show that you remember?
I remember you interviewing, traveling different countries, different places you would go, and you would interview people about lifestyle, culture, music, and celebrities. And I was like, this is so interesting because that's history in the making.
Culture, what does it mean to you?
Culture means capturing history, displaying history, because you know, culture is our way of life. It's the things we do, the things we say. It's us naturally being who we are, our dialect, the way we talk, everything.
Clothes and all that stuff. It's so good to have you here with me. We're gonna do some more things. We're right here at Bon Vivant's. We're having our nice little coffee. After this, we are going to learn to make a little cocktail. So straight from breakfast to the cocktails, because you know what time it is. It's shot o'clock. Shot o'clock. He's gonna teach us to make their signature cocktail, and we're gonna get a little history lesson. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
So I met this dude on Friday of last week. Really caught my eye every time he walked past me. Kinda light-skinned in a body like an athlete. Didn't know my name, but I told him when he asked me, you must be a model. I said I'm a singer. Actually, well, I must be a winner, cause the singer is my fancy. Couple days later, now we chilling in the backseat, smoking both like we swinging on a trapeze. I'm looking at his lips, I wanna kiss him so badly. He's looking like my sentiments exactly. Started getting heated, had to put it on pause. I ain't wanna be that broad you in the car, but I really wanna get with your style and your technique. I'm thinking maybe I could give you something you could repeat. Got me thinking twice about it like I'm on repeat. Stop, now repeat. I really wanna get with your style and your technique and put it on repeat. I'm thinking maybe I could give you something you could repeat and put it on repeat. I'm kinda getting heated, had to put it on pause. I ain't wanna be that broad you in the car, but I really wanna get with your style and your technique and put it on repeat.
So I told you it was shot o'clock. We're here at Bon Vivant's, and the manager is going to show us how to make a few signature cocktails. But before we get into all of that, we want to talk a little bit about this place. I know it's open in 2019, and I think the director is Kyle Jones.
The managing director is Carl Jones. To be honest, this is like one of his dreams. It's like his love child. Bon Vivant's essentially is the first standalone cocktail bar in the Bahamas. And why that is important, most bars were attached to major resorts or major hotels. This is the first bar to be on its own of this standard,
Right.
introducing signature cocktails. Within that being said, with the Bahamian culture actually launching signature cocktails, like making elevated versions of sky juices, making elevated versions of rum and cokes. Before that, get a Mai Tai, get a gin and juice, and
Yeah.
you just call it that. But
Wow.
now we're launching a new local menu where we have Sorasi incorporated, Moringa, Love Vine, all the things that we grew up with as ingredients, which
Culture.
we're very, very,
Right.
very proud of. So leading into that, we're gonna start with one of our drinks called Funky Nassau. One key feature about this drink that I personally love is the garnish. That is, if we look right here on the wall, you can see all of the records that we have. And these are all original Bahamian records, Bahamian artists. We had one idea to where we was like, you know what, we would take this drink to another level. Maybe as a garnish, let's actually have a photo of the record.
That is interesting.
So we're about to get started. So we're gonna do 2 ounces, half Demerara, the Orlean bitters.
How many stir till the drink is ready?
So the reason why I'm stirring it so much is because I'm actually adding dilution. So I'm actually adding water to the drink because this drink is served without ice.
Oh,
And
okay.
water is a very important component in every cocktail.
Very good.
Trust me. But this cocktail, you want a little bit of that in there. You're gonna see
That's all
why.
will be funky.
Yeah. The cocktail connoisseurs out there, if you paid attention to all the ingredients I've added so far, this is basically a riff on the first cocktail ever made in the world, anywhere, which is called the Sazerac. It's very good, very spirit forward. Now for the final touch, now I gotta get rid of all the ice.
Was that to make the glass cold?
Yes, it was to chill the glass. One more ingredient. And this spray is very, very important. If you look on what this says, Sorasi. We all as children remember growing up as a Bahamian child in that household. You
Yes.
had to get a
For sure. Saracen shot.
cup of Sorasi. We all know what Sorasi's do.
What? There you have it. Funky Nassau.
Nassau,
So when you
there
drink
you go.
this, you know it's gonna be funky in them
You're
drinks.
gonna have a good time.
So
You're
it's
gonna
really important for us to come in here because it's not just about the drink, kind of embracing culture.
Yes, yes.
Again, we see that in the drink, we see that in all infusion, see that in the records on the wall, and on a Wednesday night, see it in the culture, the music. That you tell us a little bit about that. When did that start?
All right, so we wanted to support local Bahamian businesses, so we carried that through into music. Why not create a platform for up and starting artists have ways to make a little bit of money, also build their fan base, and also refine their craft.
Right.
So it all works together because a bar environment is really conducive of that. So you're gonna know if you're gonna do really good,
Yeah.
you're gonna do really bad, but you're gonna know right away, right? And we're gonna work with you, you know? And they work with us, so we
Right.
love it. Bars in general, they're pubs, they're like communities. So all of that is a part of the community, and community is also culture.
You've heard it right here.
Yeah.
Sticking with the roots on the culture. Now listen, who are some of the favorites that have come through? I know recently I saw Judah.
Some of the favorites I definitely say Judah the Lion. Sherrod Taylor is becoming like
Yeah.
literally a go-to here. Central Drive Collective, the list goes on. Abia, Ajwan.
Abia is awesome. Also to them
Navarro,
as well.
yeah, Navarro.
Very
Navarro,
awesome.
if you're watching this, come true.
Come true, man.
Come true.
Now listen, I know that this bar has won some international awards. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So the biggest accolade so far that we have recently gotten is actually right up there, top 50 in North America. Aside from that, we've also had Tales of Cocktails, which is more based in the Caribbean. We've placed there a few times. Hopefully again this year. Fingers crossed.
Well, thank you so much for having us today. You know, I'm always going to be back because this is also a nice little hangout for people who want to do work and drink some nice coffee and
Right,
cappuccinos and things like that. Right now, we're going to try this funky Nassau. I'm not going to try it because I'm driving. I'm advocating for safe. I'll have our guest here try it and tell us if you feel funky.
It's actually nice. Super spectacular.
Have you heard it right here on Roots and Culture? Stick and stay. When we come back, we're going to talk to my brethren, Alex from Jamaica. And later on, you're going to see a little bit of Chase Fernando right here at Bon Vivant. Stick and stay.
There we go.
I am Alex Frost, creative writer, producer, singer, man of many talents. I am art. Roots and Culture is basically the heartbeat of Nadine. I am happy to have shared the creative process of working with Nadine on several of Roots and Culture projects, productions. I'm a director, I do audio, and I was happy to have recorded at least a few of Roots and Culture in Jamaica for Nadine. I'm thankful to have gotten that an international opportunity to collaborate from Jamaica to Bahamas. It was at the time in the early 2000s, the production hub. So I'm from ITV, and I had resigned and opened a company called the Production Hub alongside Andrew Val and Reno and Darren. We all were from different production houses, but we formed an umbrella and we work from there. Over the years, we did so many Jamaican creative content, from short film series. We are creative people. We are still working in 2026 together. Big up Nadine, big up Roots and Culture.
All right, so we've come to the end of our show. It's been a really emotional journey, especially when we went to the hub and it's in disrepair. Listen, whoever owned that building, y'all need to hit me up. Can't buy it, but hit me up anyhow. Let's see what happened. Thanks for everybody who tuned in, who came through, who supported the show over the years. Anywhere Roots and Culture is, we shall be there. So see you in our next episode. Please remember to subscribe, share, like. We appreciate it. See you next time right here on Roots and Culture.